Mountain Dew. So we're going to yell instead of having our electricity. First of all, good morning everyone. Welcome. I'm Colonel Jack Garcia, the co-chair of the ISP Memorial Park. And on behalf of the Illinois State Police Heritage Foundation, thank you for attending today. Today we come together as family, both officers and citizens alike, to begin the process of transforming a park in our state's capital into a fitting memorial and tribute to those Illinois State Police officers and their families who have given so much. In the 85-year history of the Illinois State Police, 58 officers began their tour of duty on any given day and never returned to their family or their loved ones. It is in this park that we will have a place to remember. Remember so we never forget what has been sacrificed by those who sworn to protect us. I believe it is fitting that we begin here today in the Chicago Police Gold Star Families Memorial Park, the place where it all started. I was talking to Superintendent Klein earlier today, and when they dedicated this park, I remember a strong rain was coming down, and the State Police Director Larry Trent and I were sitting here. Shortly after we left, we started talking about why there was no place in this state to recognize the state police officers who have lost their lives in the line of duty. Soon after that, the state police relocated to new central headquarters in Springfield, and with that, the park that's located directly next door to our headquarters was donated. I want to thank the AIG American General Corporation for their tremendous generosity in donating the park. I can assure you it's for a worthy cause, and we will take good care of what you've given us. I'd also like to recognize a few individuals here today because I think it's important because we're all family. First of all, Chicago Police Officer Bob Hale. 11 years ago, Bob lost his wife, Trooper Erin Hale, when she was killed in the line of duty. I have asked Bob to serve as our committee liaison to the families who have lost a loved one, and Bob has graciously accepted. Bob, what we do here today is for you.
Thank you.
And your son, and for all the other families who have given so much. A place where one day your sons and your family can go to reflect and remember, and to know Erin will never be forgotten, and that you and your family are always going to be part of our state police family. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.
Mr. Jim Wolf. Jim?
Jack.
Jim is the president and CEO of Knight Engineering, the architect responsible for the design concepts that you see here today, actually the future of our memorial. From the time I was first introduced to Jim, we discussed our vision for this memorial. And since then, him and his staff have worked tirelessly to make our vision a reality. His presence here today further demonstrates his commitment to our project, but in also making our memorial become a reality. Jim, thanks for your friendship, and I thank you for all you and your firm have done, and for the important role you play in our design. I appreciate it. And last but not least, the Executive Director of the Chicago Police Memorial Foundation, Superintendent Phil Klein. When I was first asked to serve as the co-chair to this committee, one of the first people I called was Superintendent Klein, because I knew his knowledge and his depth of what has been done here. And I remember calling him on the phone, and he just simply said, Jack, whatever you need. And he continues to be a wealth of knowledge, advice, and support for me personally and our committee. And honestly, where we've gone so far today is large in part to Superintendent Klein and his guidance to me. So, Superintendent Klein, do you mind?
Jack, you forgot to pay the electric bill, and that's why we don't have power here today. First of all, let me welcome everybody to our park, and our park is your park. And on September 18th, right where you're standing now, we'll be holding a candlelight vigil. And we're adding 7 names to the wall, and you wonder why 7. We lost 1 officer in the line of duty this year, but our research has gone back, and we found officers back in the 1800s, all throughout the 20th century, that were overlooked and didn't make the wall. So we're correcting those errors. So there's 7 names that go on the wall. And let me tell you, this is a place of healing for families. And it will also be a place of healing for families of troopers who died in the line of duty. It's something you can be very proud of. Every police department should have a public memorial to honor the heroes. The real heroes are here. They're not the ones that play in the stadium behind you. The real heroes are the names on that wall there. And it's something we say, never forget, and we want to let the families know we'll never forget. And as you walk in, there's a saying on both of these, what made them heroes is not the way they died, but the way they lived. And that's so very, very true about all of us in law enforcement. So thank you for coming here today. I'm honored that you're starting your ride today here, and I hope to see this get bigger and bigger every year. We started our first motorcycle run with 100 bikes. This past July we had 750, so yours will grow too, and anytime we can help you up here in Chicago, we're glad to do it. Thank you for coming here today. Thank you.
I'd also like to acknowledge President Joe Davis. Joe, he's the president of the Heritage Foundation in Somerset Park, and thanks, Joe, for coming up to Springfield today to participate. Everybody, I was worried about the weather, I got to tell you, and we have been blessed today. So at this time, I'd like to ask our Illinois State Police Chaplain, Father John Paul, to come forward and give us a blessing.
Let us bow our heads in prayer. Loving God, have mercy on your people and open our hearts to peace and to love. Reward all who have died following a call to service. We, the living, are called to remember those who, following their call, have given their own lives. Bless all of us with pride in our call to serve the common good. Give us the integrity to serve with honor and purpose. Bless the efforts of all whose dream and determination will bring about this memorial park. Watch over our riders this day. Guide and protect them and all women and men in the Illinois State Police and law enforcement throughout our land. Bless them now and always. Amen.
Thank you, Father. Keep it short. Thanks everybody for participating today. I wish everybody has a safe ride. I know as a motorcycle rider we all have different sized tanks. Everybody has a route. If for any reason you have to get off and get gas, you know, this is going to be a long ride, so we're going to try to keep it moving. Have a safe ride. Let's go.